channel's about, and I want to try and pivot more to gaming, so I'm going to start with this. This is 81 Platinums, and I'm going to showcase them from my first to my most recent. Yeah, I'm going to give a little review. I'm going to put the rarity down below too. It's Minecraft. I don't really know how to review this, but good plat. Really easy. Not really easy, but easy. I would get all the DLC, but I don't feel like booting up. Next was Minecraft PS4. At this point, like, it took 5 years to get the next one, so obviously something happened, and that thing that happened was I wasn't really hunting trophies. I always wanted to, but the games I played, they were very hard to obtain, so I just thought all platinums were hard to obtain. Up next was Astro's Playroom, and I got this when the PlayStation 5 came out, and this is what really just started me wanting to go for platinums and, well, go for them again. And yeah, great game. If you haven't played it, definitely try it. And after that, it was Spider-Man Remastered. Like I said, I got the PlayStation 5, so I was just playing through this stuff, and there was really nothing to play at launch that interested me. As bad as that sounds, because I actually liked a lot of the launch games. Yeah, this is a great game, and you should also play this one. It's fantastic. Platinum's a little easy, but it's really good. I need to go back and finish the DLC. All right, so next is It Takes Two. Okay, I said the last one's where it's, or actually I said Astro's where it started, but this is where it actually started. From here, it's back to back to back. So yeah, yeah, this is a great game. I played it with my friend. I was trying to go through all the 2021 Game of the Year noms because I was trying to play more single player. I was mainly playing multiplayer before that. Yeah, this is a fantastic game. And also, if you haven't played this, play it. And if you don't have a friend, then I'll play it with you. Maybe. Probably not. After that, it was one of my favorite franchises, Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart. And like I said, I was going through all the Game of the Year noms, so naturally I got to this, and another really easy platinum. It's a great game though. You should play it. I wish it was longer, but I mean, hey, it's a great game. If it was any longer, maybe it'd get a little repetitive. Probably not, because you can play through it like 40 times and it doesn't get repetitive, but ignore that. And after Ratchet and Clank, this is one of my favorite games of all time, and one of my favorite platinums of all time. This, I don't know, it was just so fun to do. I may have had to go through the game 2.5 times, one because my PlayStation corrupted, but it's fantastic. I like this one a lot more than the Royal one, even though Royal is a billion times easier. This one is just so much fun, and I don't know why. Next up, you can see I obviously love this Persona 5. After that, I got the dancing game, the rhythm game, and platinum that too. It's actually a really fun rhythm game. It's like the only rhythm game I've ever played, but it's pretty fun. And if you like Persona 5, there's actually story stuff in it, so yeah, it's pretty cool, I guess. The music's fantastic though. That's what makes it great. May have played it non-stop, but it still only took like a day. Next up is a very rare one, but a rare one I don't care about. It's Madden 17. I played this when the game came out, obviously, because, like I said, I played a lot of sports games, and yeah, I had all but like one trophy. So I came back in 2021 and did it. Got my like 8th review. It's Madden. After that, I did the Batman Telltale game, which I really enjoyed. Um, yeah, great game, great story. Don't really do anything. You literally just beat the game for the platinum. It's, yeah. Um, Fantastic game though. Fantastic story. Not really game, but story. You know, the Telltale game. Next up, I went back and cleaned up Day of the Tentacle Remastered. I played this game back in 2017, and I really enjoyed it. So when I was going back for platinums, I realized, oh, it'll take me 2 hours to finish this platinum. So I went back and did it, and it's a fantastic game. Humor's amazing, and if you haven't played it, you should try it. It's a point and click game, so if that's not for you, then it's not for you, but it's a really great game, honestly. It's made by the people who make Psychonauts, if you like that game. It has the same type of humor. Well, we're back to this Persona 5, and this is the third game in the first like 12 platinums. So I don't even know what number we're on here. This is less than 10. Because I know my 10th is after this one. This is 9th. Yeah. Great game. This was my fourth playthrough in like 2 months. So I was kind of burnt out at the end. So it made me not really like the last special dungeon. It's a fantastic game, and I would play the other one over it, honestly. But this one gives more content, so just play this one over it, even though the other one's trophy list is better. This is the 10th one. Fantastic. One of my favorite games of all time. Not actually. It's not one of my favorite games of all time. Series of all time. And it's amazing. The platinums, I love these. I don't know why, but I love the Uncharted platinums. I've only gotten 2 of the remasters. Spoiler alert. But yeah, they're great. And after Uncharted, I went on to Horizon Zero Dawn, and I'm going to be honest with you, did not like this game. I did not like the narrative of the game. I liked the gameplay, but I just didn't feel the narrative, which is weird because everyone says this narrative's better, but I actually like the second one's narrative better, and everyone says that one's terrible. So I don't know, man. I just did not like this one. I don't know. I need to finish it on New Game Plus on Ultra Hard for the 100%, but good game. You'll probably like the narrative because I'm the only one that doesn't. But good game. Decent trophy list. A little on it, but it's easy, so it was an okay time. It broke my trigger in my controller. Fun fact. Alright, so next it was Ratchet and Clank 2016, and I loved this game. I loved it. And then I played the original, and this one does feel a little empty compared to that. Narratively, totally empty, but the original is better on that front. But this gameplay is just so fun. So like, this is the better game, but if that's controversial, I'm sorry, but this game's fun. And that other one's kind of, it's 20 years old, so yeah. Great game. Fantastic list. You have to play through it like 3 times, but the game's like 5 hours long if you just rush it, so it's okay. Fantastic game. Fantastic platinum. And after that, it was Ghost of Tsushima. It's another fantastic game. I know I've said that 50 times, but this one is very good. Trophy list, very easy. Takes a little bit. It's a little grindy, but it's really easy. Just play some side missions, all the side missions, and you basically got yourself a platinum. It's a little bloated, but story is very good. It is very underrated and overrated at the same time. I personally think underrated. Personally, people think overrated. So, fantastic game though. And after that, I went back and finished Miles Morales, which I got when the PS5 launched, and I just didn't ever platinum it. I didn't want to go back through the game again, basically. Even though it's like a 5-hour game, it's really easy plat. That's all I got to say about it. It's a good game. The gameplay's better than Spider-Man, but the game's 5 hours long and the story's just decent. The ending's pretty good. The rest is just okay. After that was Horizon Forbidden West, and like I said earlier, I really enjoyed this game. I liked it more than the original. I feel like that's a bit of a hot take, but it's a great game. I like the narrative a lot better than Zero Dawn. Even though the ending doesn't really just like... Spoiler, it like sets up a third game more than it does like gives you a true ending. But that's okay. If you can get around that part, the narrative's good to me. I liked it. And after that, it was the game that overshadowed the last one. And for good reason. This one is... It's amazing. I know everyone said it a billion times, but Elden Ring is a top 10 game, in my opinion, ever. This thing is amazing. If you're not into Souls games, then you might not like it, but I love Souls games, as you'll see, and holy shit, pardon my language, this is a masterpiece. Top 10 game, maybe probably top 5. I love it. I love it so much. I love it. The platinum, honestly, is pretty easy for a Souls game, but it doesn't take away from the journey and the adventure, and it's a fantastic game. Then after Elden Ring, it was another very, very good game. This is one of the best turn-based games ever, dude. This thing is amazing. It's South Park, the Stick of Truth, man. If you're a South Park fan, this is amazing. If you're not a South Park fan, this is amazing. The humor is top-notch. The gameplay is very good turn-based. Like, it's one of the best turn-bases I've played. It's really good. I started this game back in 2017. I didn't get the plat. The plat is very tedious. You have to follow a guide, or else you're gonna miss a item that's just gonna make you play the entire game again. So I would definitely recommend a guide. You play it, but it is an amazing game and you should play it. And after that, I went back to back. I finished this one too. I was put off originally because of the hard mode. I thought the game was hard back then. It's really easy on hard mode. It's a strategy RPG, grid base, like a Fire Emblem, and it's really easy. You just beat the game on hard and then get all the collectibles, and that's really it, from what I remember. Use every toilet's like the hardest one because you don't know if you use a certain toilet or not. Like, it was easy. Great game. I definitely like the other one better. The grid based. It's okay. It's not as good as Stick of Truth. After that, this is when PSN Extra and Premium came out. So this was on there. I'm a big fan of Doom 2016. I saw this and it looked like Doom 2016. So I was like, oh, I'll try it. I realized the platinum was insanely easy, so I did it. You have to go through the game twice, I think, unless I'm forgetting. I think you have to do it twice. If not, then you have to do it once with a guide. But there's like collectibles. Did I say good game earlier? I don't know. Mediocre. It's not great, but it's not bad. The narrative is terrible. I did not like it. I did not enjoy it. The gunplay is pretty good. It gets really repetitive though. So, yeah, it's just an okay game. Nothing special. If you like Doom clones, this feels like a Doom clone personally. Doom 2016 clones, not original Doom, obviously. Then I went back to finish this. I earned one trophy before. I went back to finish this and Concrete Genie, and it's a very good game. Very good. I really enjoyed it. This made me want to hunt out more smaller titles. As you'll see, I played some more smaller titles. Maybe a little on the easier platinums, but this is an easy. It was like a 5-hour plat, but it's a really good game. It made me want a sequel, but their studio just got shut down, so we're probably not going to see a sequel, even though it doesn't really end like a sequel. It ends like there's no reason for a sequel, but I wanted a sequel. So yeah, great game, Concrete Genie. You should try it. It's only like a 5-hour plat too, so pretty easy. And like I said with the indies, the smaller titles trying to find a hidden gem, this is where we went to. Artful Escape. This game is trippy, man. It is interesting. I didn't hate it, didn't like it. It's just eh. It exists. Easy as hell plat. There's no missables because there's chapter select, I believe. Even if there isn't, it's like 2 trophies that you could miss, and it's like jumping on a pad and then like getting dressed when you can. So really easy plat. That's my review. Okay, well, this is an hour platinum. This game's terrible. It does really interesting thing. The core mechanic is very interesting, but it's boring as hell, man. If you follow the guide, it's an hour, which I did. I followed the guide because I was just kind of hunting for a trophy for platinum. I regret it. I wish I could delete this off my thing, but too bad. Can't. Um, yeah, it's eh. And next up is Last Stop, and my third Annapurna game in a row. And let me say, this game is interesting in the beginning, and at the end, I just hated it. I hated it. It's very easy. Platinum again. Like 8 hours. It's a little more respectable than the last one, but it's really easy. It's it's not great. It's kind of like a Telltale game, a little more involved, tiny bit, but it's it's not great. Your actions like barely affect the story too, so like yeah, it's not great. Then I went back to Spider-Man. Since I didn't own the PS4 version, I just had the remastered. I wanted to go back and do this because I wanted a platinum for it. And I wanted to play it again. So I figured I'd just play the PS4 version since it was on extra. It's gone now, I believe. I don't know if it came back, but once again, great game. Play it if you haven't. And then holy shit. I put this game off forever. Let's see when my first trophy was. First trophy 2012. And I got the platinum in 22. It was almost 10 years to the date. It was like 3 weeks off. I should have waited, but it's great. The ending, I forget which one. I know it's the Good Karma ending, is one of the best endings I have ever witnessed. I'm not going to spoil it, but holy shit, that is very good. The game is very good too. If you have a PS3 or extra, or no, you need premium. If you have premium or a PS3, please play this game. And the one trophy that's a little hard, this one. It's a ton of collectibles. It's like 300 collectibles, but you can just load a mission and it'll teleport you to all of them. I know it's a little scummy, but I wasn't going to spend 10 hours hunting down little orbs, so that makes it a lot easier. The first one, you cannot do that in, so I've been putting that one off. And once again, we're back to Annapurna. This game is very good. I think it's a little overrated. It's a point and click basically, but it's very good. I really liked it. It made me want to cuddle my cat, and I really liked it. That's really all I got to say about it. It's a cat game. You play as a cat. You feel like a cat. It's pretty good. Then this next game, Multiverses. I just did not stop playing this game when it came out. Um, it is my favorite fighter. As weird as that sounds, it's my favorite fighter ever because it's the only fighter I was ever good at. I was top 1,000 in the world as Superman for like a month, and then I stopped playing because there was zero content. They've had no content. Zero. Me and my friend got this plat in like 2 weeks, and you have to play like 500 matches, man. Like, we played it constantly. Great game. Then after Multiverses sadly died, I went to Bugsnax. Bugsnax is a launch game. I played it on launch. It is very interesting, and I actually really like it. It feels kind of Pokemon-y. It uses the controller fantastically. It's not really like Pokemon. You don't really fight, but like catching them, it's kind of like Pokemon. I don't know how to explain it. It's very interesting. The narrative, I hate the ending narrative. I hate it. But I like the game, and it doesn't ruin the game for me. It's a good game. It's not like, amazing, but it's a good game. Definitely try it if you haven't. And it has zero replay value, honestly, because after you play it once, you just remember the puzzles. So, like, playing the other side doesn't really do anything, so you already remember 90% of the puzzles, and there's like 10 of them. So yeah, great game though for your first time through. And then after that, I double dipped. I'm very ashamed about this one. I was in a mood where I just wanted the number to go up. I've since stopped doing that. But yeah, I got this one again, Artful Escape. Interesting game. Game though. For that, I got Saints Row Gat Out of Hell. I only got this because my friend wanted me to get one specific trophy. I think it's like 2 hours with your friend or something. So I was just gonna do that, and then I was like, what the hell? And I did it, and it was miserable, and I hated it. But I'm proud of it. It was like 30 hours of the most boring time of my life. But I got it done. So that's all that counts, I guess. And then I went and got the Dirt 5 plat. I had started working on this one. It was free on Plus in 2021, but I never finished it because it was a long ass grind. But I found out you can, instead of doing all the hours, not the hours, all the miles, you can just like leave your controller on. So I just did that after I beat the thing, which is still like 20 hours of just driving in a circle, and then you just leave your controller AFK for a bit, and then you got the platinum. It's a really easy plat. It's pretty boring, but it's pretty easy. I mean, it's fun in the beginning. It's a racing game, but then after that it just gets a little stale. The vibration is heavy. And after that, I went back and I actually did this on stream. I got Uncharted 2's platinum. Fun time, just like the one I said before. These are so fun, and I have no idea why. I just love them. The crushing mode is just so satisfying when you beat it, and then I don't know. It's a nice time. I love it. I love the game too. So great platinum, great game. And then after that, I got Donut County. This game, I got this because PlayStation Stars, and you had to like buy games to get leveled up, and this game was like $2, so I just bought it because I had played it on a Game Pass, and I was like, it's kind of fun. I knew it was an easier plat, so I bought it for like $2 and then platinumed it. It's a good time. It's really short. It's really easy. It's just good to turn your brain off and play. And then after that, I also bought Cat Quest the same time I bought Donut County, and this is a hidden gem. This game is so good. It's kind of like, I don't want to say it's like Zelda, like old Zelda, but it's kind of like old Zelda. Just a tiny bit, just a tiny bit. I haven't played it in a while, so I can't think of any other comparisons besides that. But it's a fun time. It's a fun time. It's really good. The sequel to the sequel, the threequel, I don't know, got announced recently, and so that's exciting. That will be out in 2024. And then after that, I went back and I finished up Infamous Second Son. I started this back in like 2017. 2017, yeah. 2017. I just never got around to doing it. The gameplay's good. The game's just way too short, and it doesn't flesh out anything. The story just feels a little rushed. The powers, you get one power, and then 5 minutes later you got the next power, and then you got the last power 5 minutes after that, and then the game's over. Not actually 5 minutes, but it's a good game. It's just it feels rushed. Then I finally got the God of War platinum. I beat the game in 2020. I know, a little late. And then when was it? It was October. I went back and I did it again on stream. And then I guess in November, I finally got the balls and I went and got the Ravens, because the Ravens were just exhausting to even think about going and getting them. All the collectibles and stuff. So I just did that, got it. And it's a good game. Plat, I don't like the collectibles, but it's a good game. And then after that, I got the Sly 1 platinum. It's an insanely easy platinum. It's a good game. I really like this one. You'll see why I phrased it like that soon. But yeah, it's a good game. I liked it. Easy plat, but it's not as easy as the second one. Spoiler. And then after wanting a PS Vita since it came out in like 2012, 11, somewhere in there, man. I finally got one, and I finally bought the game and platinumed the only game I wanted on the console, and now it just sits on my shelf. Um, Fantastic game. Not as good as the other ones. The story's kind of dog shit, but it's very cool that the gameplay's really good on a handheld. So yeah, good game, good combat. So story. Not sad that I bought it. And after that, I went back and I finished the Bloodborne Platinum. And yeah, I really enjoy this game. It's a great game. I started in 21. Well, I beat it in 21, I think. No, I beat it. I beat it right before Elden Ring came out. And then I didn't platinum it because there was something I just didn't want to do, so I just never platinumed it. And I came back to it and platinumed it. It's a good game. That's all I gotta say on that. I need to do the DLC. It's on sale this moment, but I have not bought it because I procrastinate when it comes to buying things for some reason. Then next I finished up the Ragnarok Platinum. I was just so worn out from playing this game. I don't know why that I didn't finish it for a month. Even though this was like my most anticipated game of the year for like the next 3 years, and it just took a while to get to it and beat it. Well, not get to it. I had it the day it came out, and I played most of it, but I just didn't beat it until like a month later. But it's a good game. The platinum is a lot easier than the other one because the collectibles are a tiny bit easier to find, and there's a lot less ravens. And yeah, it's a good time. Kinda. And then on the same day, I finished up the Deadly Tower of Monsters. I don't know, it was a free game like 10 years ago. I started it like 10 years ago, and I was trying to beef up my completion percentage, so I was going back to ones that are obtainable, and this was one of them. It's actually a really cool game. It's very interesting, and it's like very like third wall breaking, and I don't know, it's a really interesting game. I really enjoyed it. And then I guess 2 days later, I thought this was also the same day, but I finished Tome. It was, or Toem, I don't know how to say it. I think it's, I don't know, I've always said Tome, but it was a free game of the month in like October. And my friend was like, oh, this game's cool, beat it. And I was like, eh. And then I beat it. And it's an interesting concept. The DLC is kind of bullshit because there's no guides to follow, so I have no idea what I'm doing because it's really like riddle based, and like my brain just isn't good. So yeah, it's a good game though. Up next was the sequel to my favorite game ever. Not actually, but sequel to Cat Quest. It's not as good as Cat Quest 1. I don't know why. I can't tell you why. I can't remember why. But it's not as good as Cat Quest 1, but it is still a fun time. That's all I got on that. Okay, I think the next two are the platinums I'm most ashamed of. This one, you put in a button cheat code, button combination, and it pops the plat for you. I was ashamed of my other fastest telling lies, so I replaced it with this. I thought it would look cooler on my profile. So I did it, and now I'm really ashamed that I did it. Maybe I'll go back and like actually plat this, but like not actually plat it because I already got the platinum. But you know what I mean. Make up for the fact that I cheated it. Yeah, that would work. It's a Naughty Dog game. I didn't really like the first one because the invert controls were so bad that like my brain just does not work with inverted controls with the camera. It's unplayable. And then I just never gave 2 and 3 a real chance. So I might go back and try it. Oh Lord Jesus, what do I say about this? Okay, I saw this game on Twitter. Someone was making fun of it, and I was like, haha, I saw that like 3 days ago, and I was like, what the hell is this? So I was a little inebriated one day, and or night, not day, and I saw it again, and it was on sale for like 38 cents. So I bought it and platinumed it, and I am so ashamed of it. I wish I could literally delete it off my profile. but I can't. And it is here to stay, I guess, sadly. I hate it though. It was my 49th. And that was another reason I bought it, because I wanted my 50th to be special, and I was almost done with my 50th. Special, quotation marks. And yeah. Don't play this. And speaking of 50th, it was Days Gone. I wanted it to be a first party game, and this game's pretty good. It deserves the sequel that got canceled apparently, supposedly. Yeah, it's a good game. I didn't really dig it at first. The storytelling was a little odd, just like the storytelling in their other game I played, Uncharted, Golden Abyss. A little odd. I don't know why. But then it really picks up, and I really enjoyed it. It was fun. The hordes are fun. Just everything about it's just kind of fun. It's a good game. You should try it if you think it sucks. Oh, I got it on New Year's. That's right. It's a fun game. And then 2 days later, I got the Maneater Platinum. I was recommended it, and I hate that I was recommended it because this game fucking sucks, man. It is fun for about 10 minutes, and then it is so boring. But I was committed to the Platinum, so I got it. That's all I gotta say. And we'll just cut two birds with one stone here. I got this for the PS4 and the Vita. I saw it was on PS4 and I was like, oh, it has crossplay to the Vita. I didn't really know what it was, and then I started playing it and I recognized what it was. And it is actually pretty hard on the Vita. It's not like hard, like it'll take you a little, because like the frame rate's like 10, so it's actually kind of hard on the Vita. The PS4 5, it is insanely easy. I feel bad about these plats too, but the Vita one, okay, it's okay. PlayStation 4 one brings shame upon me, man. It's an okay game, I guess. It's very short. It's a free plat basically. I hate that I have it. I guess like a week later, I got this Toy Story one. I knew it was an easier one. I was still in the point where I was just kind of trying to get the number to go up, and really just trying to make milestone ones look cooler, but I've since stopped doing that, obviously. And yeah, this game's like a carnival game. I don't know, it's okay. It's all right. It wasn't boring like some of the games on here, at least, like Maneater, Saints Row Got Out of Hell. Wow. And then a day later I got the Rocket League Platinum, and I am terrible at Rocket League, but I realized this thing is insanely easy because I had the game before it was free, so I had the cosmetics. Basically I needed like 10, and my friend just traded me them, so yeah, it was pretty easy. I'm terrible at it and I hate it, but it wasn't that bad. It was kind of fun. Wow, the next day then, The Gardens Between. It's a very interesting puzzle game, actually. My friend recommended it to me and I beat it. It's like a 5-ish hour platinum. You just have to beat the game really and find like a couple hidden collectibles, which are pretty easy to find. If you watch a guide, it's an hour-long platinum. Yeah, I've stopped doing these. Like I've said a million times, I stopped doing platinums like this, but hey, platinum is not a platinum because they are not weighed equally. Ratchet and Clank, the original one on the PS Vita. I played this on the Vita. I bought it on the Vita when I got my Vita, because I like Ratchet and Clank, and the first one has not aged terrifically. This is a very difficult platinum on the Vita because that frame rate is atrocious once again, but it's not impossibly hard. It's like hard because controls and frame rate is like 10, but it's easy at the same time, you know what I mean? But it's a good game and I like it. I think this is when I stopped doing like easy ones, but I made exceptions for first party games, and this is one of them. It's made by San Diego Studio, which makes MLB The Show, which is a first party Sony studio. Sony San Diego. Yeah. So Pinball, it is actually cool. It has an Uncharted one that got me into it. So yeah, I got this for the PS4 and 5, the double. So yeah, I'm not gonna talk about the other one too. Then after the Pinball, I got the Pinball. I don't know, I was trying to think of a pinball pun. Yakuza Like a Dragon. It is amazing, and you should try it and play it. It's a pretty easy platinum. It was like 80 hours. The only hard trophy is this one. And it is a very hard like tower, and you have to be like stacked level 99 all characters, like all the, not all the jobs. I had like 3 jobs each level 99, but it was difficult. I got it my second try, but still, if you die, if you like lose once, you lose all progress, and it's like an hour to get to the top. So it's brutal. And then other than that, it was really just this one was not these, just this one was a little hard because it's RNG. That's it. But yeah, good platinum. I'm proud of it. It's a good game. Great game. And as you can see, the quality has gone back up from what it was a little bit there. Last of Us Remastered. This game made me want to do things because oh my god, the multiplayer trophies, these two, oh my god, it's like 15 hours for each of these, so it's like 30 hours of multiplayer, and I suck at it, and I just wanted to dude, I could not take it anymore. And then you have to play through the game 3 times. A collectible, well, a first run, so you unlock the hardest difficulty, and then you unlock the hardest difficulty, and then something else. Oh, and then hardest difficulty plus. Yeah. Well, one of them you have to get all the collectibles, and then the other one you have to get, well, yeah, that's it. All the collectibles you have to get in one of them, and then you just have to beat the others. So yeah. Great platinum. It is rarer for a reason. If you like The Last of Us, I would definitely recommend getting this one now. At least the multiplayer trophies, because they could take that multiplayer offline, and then this is unobtainable. So that would really suck. It's a little buggy too. I might leave a link to the thing that fixed my buggy one, so you don't have to go through the collectibles again. Just in case anyone's had a problem with it, I will leave it there, just in case. Because it actually fixed it and saved me from having to play through the game a 5th time in 2 days. And then I got an equally annoyingly grind one. It's Persona 5, again, Strikers. It's a Warriors Dynasty type game, but it's a little Persona-y. It's pretty good. Everything's pretty easy, except this. Oh my god, this. You have to play 20 hours, like, okay, you can either play it on hard and then grind the same boss for like 10 hours or something, or you can grind a boss at the end game without New Game Plus hardest difficulty for like 20 hours. So either way, you're grinding like the same enemy for like 10 to 20 hours. It is brutal. It is so annoying. That is my only complaint. Otherwise, it's pretty easy. The next one is Mafia Definitive Edition. This game's story was not as fulfilling as people make it out to be. I didn't really enjoy it, but nonetheless, I went for the platinum. And then I got stuck on a part and kind of quit. Classic difficulty is very easy, except one chapter. You have to do a race. And said race on classic difficulty is the hardest thing I've ever done. I swear to God. It is bullshit. It is bullshit. So anyways, I stopped playing, and then it went off Plus. So I was like, well, fuck. And then it came back on Plus as a free game of the month, and then I was like, you know what, I'm determined. And I beat the race, and then I plat the game. The only other annoying thing is there's like 200 collectibles that are not on a map at all. So you have to follow a guide, and they're really annoying, but it's fine. It's not easy because of that one single race and then the annoying collectibles, but yeah, it's okay. And then I got Super Stardust Portable. It's a hard trophy if you don't use rewind, or a platinum if you don't use the rewind feature. It's pretty hard. I used the rewind feature. Took me like 4 hours. Once again, I was making Exceptions to the shorter ones, if they were first party, this is first party. This is a Sony game, so I platinumed it and I don't feel bad about it. It's a good game, it's fun. So if you want an easier one, then I recommend it. And holy shit, this game, man. This game is fantastic. It's not hard on the PS3, but oh my god, the Vita. The Vita, there is one, was it a skill? A skill? No, it was a bolt. It was a bolt. You have to get through every ring on 3 of the races on the ship. When I tell you that is the hardest thing I've ever done. I literally raced that ship, did that ship race like 5 hours straight for each one. Well, not the last one's actually easy, but the 2 of them, oh my gosh, I did like 5 hours straight till I finally got it. It is so difficult because the Vita's little joysticks and the frame rate. I am proud of this one on the Vita. It is very hard on the Vita. I don't know how it has 15% of people. This thing is so damn hard. I wanted to quit, but persevered and got it. And then next I got Infamous First Light. It's tiny game. It was like a 10-hour plat. It's Infamous again. The gameplay's a little better. Story's just as empty as Second Son. Yeah, it's okay. I almost said great. It's okay. It's decent. Gameplay is pretty decent, good. Here we go. Talking about Sly 2. Yeah, this game, I did not enjoy this like the first one. I can't remember why, but at the end, I just didn't want to play this anymore, but you just had to finish it. The platinum's just for beating the game, basically. It's not as good as 1, and I hear 3 is worse. So, I don't know if I'm ever going to play 3. But 1 is fantastic, 2 is and 3, I don't know. And then 4, I don't know. And then I finished the Madden 21 plat. I saw I was like 2 trophies away, so I just went for it. It's easy. I don't know how these are so rare. They're insanely easy. They're really buggy. I think that's why a little bit why they're so rare, but it's really easy. Like, you don't even have to know how to play the game to get this platinum, man. It's really easy. Still, it's like a 10-hour plat. Ratchet and Clank 3. Also on the Vita. This one didn't have anything stupid from what I remember. It was easy. The VidComic ones are a little hard, the speed runs on the Vita, but other than that, there was nothing too difficult. It's also good. I think the rating of the trilogy goes 2, 3, 1. I think those are the best, 2, 3, 1. Next was Minecraft Dungeons, and this is free game of the month. My friend really loves this game, so we played it together, and it's a fun time. That's all I really got on it. I want to finish all the DLC, but I just it's so much. I might ask him to play it again. It's pretty fun. If you like Diablo, maybe. I've never played Diablo, that's why I say maybe. Yeah, it's a fun game. Play it if you haven't. It's like a 20-hour platinum. It's not too bad. And then after that, I got the Life is Strange True Colors. Basically just beat the game, find some collectibles in each chapter. It's not too hard. It's kind of like a Telltale style platinum. It's kind of like a Telltale style game, but you do, yeah, it's kind of like a Telltale game basically. It's pretty easy. My friend loves this game, and I don't know why. I was just like, on it. And then one last time, it's Uncharted. See what I did there? Okay. Favorite game of all time? Holy shit, there is so many collectibles in here, man. Like, please follow a guide. Do not try and get these all on your own. There's like 200. Just follow the guide. The DLC sucks because it's very difficult to get those trophies, so I'm going to be 93% forever. And I don't know that I like that, but it's overall not too bad. If you can't beat the game on crushing, you can literally just turn on one-shot kills and auto-aim, so it's not too bad. There's also a glitch for the speed run trophy. So it's overall not too bad. Then after one Naughty Dog game, I went to the other one with a lot of collectibles, and I had to play it through it like 3 times. Gameplay's fantastic. The story loses me a little. The end especially loses me a little. I wish it went a different way, but I didn't really enjoy it my first time through. My second time through, I enjoyed it a lot more. And then I felt like punishing myself even more, so I got the Dark Souls Remastered Platinum. Overall, it's not that hard. You have to play through the game 3 times. That's really it. One boss is total bullshit. This game's been out 10 years, so I'll show you which one is bullshit. Where is he? Where are they? I don't see their trophy, but they're bullshit. And then after that, I felt like punishing myself even more. So I got the Demon Souls plat. It's not as hard if you know what you're doing going in. If you don't know what you're doing going into it, it is difficult with the world tendency and all that. But just look up beforehand if you're going to do it. Just look up about the world tendency and all that stuff. Character tendency, and it's not too bad. Beat the game. The game is really freaking easy. If you use magic, you literally, it's the easiest Souls game I've ever played if you use magic. It is so easy with magic. And then I double dipped on Spider-Man Miles Morales because Spider-Man 2 is getting a little closer, so I wanted to do it. I didn't have the PS4 version done yet, so I went back and did that one. As I said before, it's a good game. It's a little short though. Good game though. Another first party game. I forget who makes this series. It's primarily a PSP game, I believe, or series, I believe. It's a very interesting puzzle game. It somehow made me rage in the last levels. Luckily, there is rewind though. But it's a fun time. I always wanted to play this series, and I finally did, and I hated it because the last couple levels made me rage so much. And then Nier Automata was next, and I bought this game on my birthday. And did not disappoint. It is very good. Please, 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 if you play this, even if you're not going to platinum it, please get to the true ending. That's all I ask. It has a very interesting mechanic too. It is very like, I don't know how to explain this game, but yeah, there's a very interesting mechanic with the trophies, and I'm not going to spoil it. That's all I'm going to say, but it's very interesting. I don't know if any other game's done it, but if they do, I kind of want to see it. And after that masterpiece, I played another sports game. I was in a real baseball mood for some reason, so I bought this for like $10. I saw the plat was easy. I got it. It's a first party game. It's a baseball game. It's good to turn your mind off and play some baseball, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, that's all I really got to say on that. I guess that's not all I got to say about baseball, because here's another one. I had like half these trophies back when I played it first, and then I just went back and finished it. It's not too hard. It's also a first party game like the last one, obviously. It's by the people who made Pinball, if you remember that. And yeah, the only one that was annoying was this one. If you're trying to like go for it, if you can get it naturally, not too hard, but that one's just annoying if you're like purposely going for it. And now we're back live. Everything before this was recorded a year ago. So we're back. This was my 81st, and I got it like 14 months ago, and I don't really remember. I remember it was kind of tedious because there was a lot of like missions to do. There's like 400 of them. But other than that, I don't think it was too hard. Oh, definitely follow guide because there's a fuck ton of missables. So definitely do that. Review of the game is I enjoyed it. I think it sets up the remake pretty decently, and it's gonna have a big role in Rebirth on. Rebirth is out at this point. Before it was not out. Then obviously I was in a Final Fantasy mood, I guess, because I got the Final Fantasy VII Remake Platinum. I played it mostly on the PS4 version because I was gonna auto pop it, but then I gave up on it because the hard mode is actually really hard, surprisingly, but it's fun. It's It's a fun hard mode. Yeah. So I gave up, and then I re-downloaded this just for the DLC, the intermission DLC, and then I was like, ah, yeah, you know what? Fuck it, I'll try it. And then I finished it on hard. So I didn't get the auto pop, but I finished it. So it takes like 80 hours if you add both of my times up. So it's a good game. Definitely recommend it, and hopefully I get the Rebirth one soon, but that one's even harder than this one. And then after playing a great game, I played a shitty game. Man, this game fucking sucks. There's nothing good I can say about it. The dialogue is dog shit. The game itself is buggy as hell. One of these was broken. Hey, this one was bugged, and they had to release a patch, and it was like bugged for 4 months. So yeah, I had to wait forever to get it, as you can see. I guess it was only bugged for like 2 months, but still. It was literally impossible to get because of something stupid. But after that shit game, I played a good game. The Wolf Among Us is a fantastic story, and it's a Telltale game, and it's a good story. That's all I can really say about it. It's a Telltale game. I definitely recommend it, and the sequel should be out eventually, unless it got canceled because that studio is fucking stupid. So yeah, they released like shit no one wants. We want more with The Wolf Among Us and Batman and The Walking Dead. I guess I haven't really played The Walking Dead ones, but that's what they want, and they refuse to give us that. They just give us shit no one wants. But yeah, it's a good game. Definitely recommend. I guess I went back to back on Telltale because next is Batman: The Enemy Within. This one's good. I don't really remember anything from it. A lot of the Joker. It's pretty good. I think though I got Spider-Man 2, and it's disappointing. The story's not as good, and it just felt so fucking short. It needs DLC. I don't even think it's getting DLC. It just felt so short. It's visually impressive, but my god, it just felt so short, and the story just was not as good as the first one. It's still a good game, it's just a little disappointing in the story, I guess. And then I got Elden Ring PS4 version. It's Elden Ring again. I previously gushed about it, and I will still gush about it. I like it more than I liked it then, and it's still a 10 out of 10. And then after Elden Ring, I played an equally difficult game. Doki Doki Literature Club Plus. It's very interesting if you haven't played it or watched it. I know a lot of people just watch people play this because it's a visual novel. You're not missing anything by playing it if you don't play it. Definitely recommend watching it or playing it yourself. Unless you have issues with self-harm, then I would not watch it or play it. But otherwise, it's a good game. And then after Doki Doki, I played a equally disturbing game. MLB The Show 23. It's baseball. I don't have anything to say more than I did earlier. And then after that, I played MLB The Show 23. Once again, it's baseball. And then after I got my baseball fix, I guess, I played Persona 5 Royal. Again, this was, I don't even remember doing this again, if I'm going to be completely honest. Anyways, yeah, it's the third time this game's on here. It's good. And then after that, I went back and finished the Final Fantasy 16 Platinum. I started in September? I guess so. There was something I was doing when it came out in July. But yeah, it's good. It's so close to being amazing, and I like everything about it, but I also, all the criticism I hear about it, I also agree with. It's just really weird. But I think it's a really good game. I definitely suggest it. The combat is not very deep. That is a big complaint, and that is true. It is not very deep. There's a lot of you can do, I guess, but like it's not as deep as it should be. And then after that, I played Control, and I have nothing to say about this game. I did not enjoy it, and I just hate beat it. I was so bored. I don't know why. I think I was burnt out, but I was just so bored playing this game. And I do not know why. And it made me not want to play anything for like months after. So, thanks, Control. But after Control, I played a masterpiece. Like a Dragon Gaiden, The Man Who Erased His Name is a great game. It's a short game, and it's an easy game. But I like it. It's a good game, and I wish they would put out more Gaiden style games from their studio. Then after that, I just auto-popped the part 2 of Last of Us, and then I played the roguelite mode, and that's really all I have to say. You're gonna notice a lot of these, a lot of dancing rhythm games. They're easy, and you just listen to music and press buttons. That's about it. They're good, so I'm just gonna skip through all of them. I'm gonna show each, I guess, but I'm not gonna really talk about them because they're all kind of the same. Here's another one, and another, and another, and another. After those, well, they weren't all in a row, they were spread out. After that, I got the Lost Legacy Platinum. It was a struggle to get through the collectibles. They were just so, I don't know. The open world just took forever, it felt like, so. But it's a good game. It's not too hard. The crushing is okay. It's not too hard. There's a couple sections where it gets a little annoying, but other than that, it's not too bad. And then with 4 and Lost Legacy complete, I just auto-popped this one for my 100th because I wanted this to be my 100th, and it is my 100th, so I'm happy about that. Then after that one, I popped the Honkai Star Rail one, and I didn't really play this on PlayStation. I just played it on my iPad, like handheld, I guess, like a giant handheld, and I just played on my iPad. And that's pretty easy. You just have to like play a lot, not a lot, but you have to like level up to level 50 or whatever it was to get one of these trophies. I forget which one it is. It probably took like 80 hours, but it took like 3 months. But that's just like, you have to just log in for like 20 minutes a day. It's not too bad. And then you just log in on here and your account will transfer over and it'll just pop everything. And then I got the Judgment Platinum, and I started this in 23 and didn't finish it till 24. I almost started it like a year to the day. Like I did the first chapter and I completed the second chapter like a year to the day almost. But it's a Yakuza Platinum. It's not too bad. Mahjong is fun, so that's probably why it's not too bad. But if you hate Mahjong, you'll hate this. But it's a good game. It's better than the sequel narratively, but the other one's easier to complete because there's less Mahjong, and Mahjong's just really fucking RNG. At the end of the day, it feels like there's some skill to it, but I feel like a lot of it's just RNG. So you just sit there and you'll get through the Mahjong if you're putting it off and worried about it. Oh, the Legend playthrough is not hard at all. You just spam shit. It's not hard. Spam your EX. I'd previously been talking about how I stopped doing these little shorter ones, and I guess I lied because I went back and got one. I started it last year in May, and then I gave up on it because this one like it glitched out on me like 4 times, and it takes like 20 minutes to do it, and it was pissing me off. So I just quit, and then I came back in June and was like, you know what, fuck it. And then I did Gaiden again. I have really nothing to say about it other than I did Gaiden again. It's Gaiden from before, but it looks worse, so that's cool. This is out of order because of the DLC, but I did Infinite Wealth as well when it came out, and it's really fucking easy. It's easier than the previous one. It's the easiest in the series. It's a joke how easy it is, but yeah, it's okay. It's a good game. The story, it's not a 10 out of 10 like the last one. It's probably like a 7 out of 10. It feels a little rushed. I don't know. It needs to flesh out a little more with the two split stories. I think that's the problem. They split the two stories and they just didn't give each side a lot of time to cook. But other than that, it's good. Denoco Island takes like 30 hours, but I liked it. No, it takes like 20 hours, but I really liked Denoco Island, so it was fine. And then after the last one, I got College Football 25 Master. This takes like fucking 2 hours. That's the only reason I bought the game, because I played the trial and I was like, you know, I got my fix. The game's been gone, you know, 10 years. I got my fix though. I probably don't want to play it. And then I was like, I want the platinum though. So I bought it. I should have bought it physically and then I could have just returned it. I was so stupid for not thinking about that. But yeah, I got it. I put like 60 hours in after, so I guess it ended up being worth it. And then I got another really short one, but Unpacking's a great game. It's unpacking. You unpack stuff and you turn your brain off and unpack stuff. Basically, that's really about it, and that's all I have to say. Ooh, after unpacking, I did a great game. It's a Souls-like kinda with guns. Nice twist. It's not too hard difficulty wise. The game isn't too hard. I don't remember my build, even though it was like a month ago. I don't remember. I'm going back for the DLC once it comes out in September, October. But yeah. The only thing that was annoying was the traits, because you had to like farm the fuck out of like your build or whatever to get the trait points, and it was gonna take forever. So I just bought the DLC and it took a lot less time. And then I finished Lost Judgment, which is not as good as the last one's narrative, but it's better combat. It's better everything else though. The story might not be as good, but it's better everything else. So everything I said before, this is even better, and this is easier to complete in every which way. And then after that, I got the Song of Life, Platinum Yakuza 6. This one's really easy as well. There was nothing difficult. You have to farm a little for some yen, I think. I don't even remember how I did that. Oh yeah, the Kiryu clan fucking shit. You have to fucking farm it a little, get the 100 wins, and to just get cash. That's really it though. It's not too bad. It's really easy. It's the second easiest behind Infinite Wealth, I believe. This one takes even shorter. This is 30 hours. That's 80. So this is probably the easiest one. Fantastic story. I forgot to mention that. I already knew what happens at the end and I almost cried. And no games made me cry before, so that's saying a lot. Before I said I wanted to go back for the PS4 version of Multiverses, and I did. It's Multiverses. It's worse now. They made it worse. They changed games engines, and it's not as fun now. Woo! Oh, somewhere in between there, I got the Stellar Blade Platinum, and it's a great game. Don't listen to all the people saying it. It's just, you know what they say about it. It's fantastic. It's kind of like a Sekiro, but it's really easy. The list is really easy. I don't remember anything too difficult. You have to play through it twice. But yeah, I'm gonna blur out these endings. But yeah, it's easy. It's fun. Great game. Definitely recommend it. Third favorite game of the year, behind Infinite Wealth and Rebirth. Okay, this game is amazing, and no one plays it. It is so sad. No one's heard of this game. It is so good. Oddballers. It's like a Mario Party, but it's not like the board game part. It's just like the mini games. It's so fucking good. I don't know how to explain it, but it's so good. I'd never laughed so much. Like, it is amazing. Definitely recommend you play it, and it's not hard. You can play bots for the 20 wins if you wanted to. It's a lot more fun against real people, which there aren't too many real people, so that's probably part of the problem. But yeah, it's not too bad. It's a great game, and I definitely recommend it. And then there's more baseball. It's baseball, but more. And this one only takes 2 hours compared to the other ones taking like 20. You could literally do this in the PS Plus trial, which is 2 hours long. You'd have to get a little lucky, but you could do it. But now it's free on Plus, so you can do it without having to do the trial if you don't want to buy it, because I don't want to buy sports games. I believe that last one was my most recent, but yeah, Vampire Survivors, it recently came out. I definitely recommend this for all those trophy hunters, because this game has 220 trophies for $5. It is insane. It has 220, and it's really easy. I'm top 50 in the world on some of these. I forget which ones, but yeah, it's really easy, and I recommend it. But yeah, that's it for this. If you would like to see more, please let me know. I might do some like trophy hunting, like going through the game, like a specific one, stuff like that. And yeah, if you enjoyed, leave a like, subscribe if you want, and that's all for me.